Hello YouTube, I'm Kelly One Shot, and I know normally when you come to my channel, I'm either reading comic books to you in a dramatic fashion in my dramatic comic book reading series, maybe I'm giving a comic book review or a comic book haul for the week, or even just my video game Let's Plays, or the other various things that I do on my channel. But today I wanted to talk to you about something that's really important to me, and it is something that has affected the channel over the last few months or so, and that is on October 1st, I started hormone replacement therapy so I can go male to female, and so my body and my mind can match the way that I've always felt, and that is as a woman. I am a transgender woman, and this is the path that I'm on. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the changes and growth and the things that I've experienced throughout my first 3 months of transition. I am on, I was for the first 3 months on 1 milligram, which is 2 tablets a day of the estradiol, which is my estrogen, so I can kind of get the new female hormones into my body and things can start to change. I also was on, I believe, 50 milligrams of the Spiro, which is the testosterone blocker, and now I just had my first checkup doctor's appointment today, and they actually doubled my dosages, so now I'm on 2 of the milligrams of the estradiol, and I'm on 100 milligrams of the Spiro testosterone blocker. So I'm really happy with that. I honestly tried to get them to boost it up as much as they would, but I'm ultimately happy that they at least doubled it, because I know that 3 months, from what I hear and what I see, is one of those months where all the changes kind of really start to happen a little bit more. There are things that happen in the first 3 months and things that I've experienced, and a lot of that, honestly, for me, has been like all mental. It's like things like your self-esteem really goes up a lot, and you feel more comfortable. Granted, I did experience, like, about the first month or so, I was, like, really tired. Like, more tired than I've ever been in my life. So if you're going to start doing this, expect that you're going to need a lot more sleep. I mean, this was during, like, Black Friday season, and I work retail now, so I tried to do 2 jobs, and that wasn't happening, because I just needed so much sleep, and it was, like, tiring my body. Not only that, but I also had a lot of, and I still do occasionally, like, chest pains and stuff like that. Like, not my chest itself, like, you know, no, like, heart problems or anything like that, but, like, my chest. It did start on this side, so I was like, oh, maybe it's, like, something with my heart, and no, it totally wasn't, because the next day, like, I started getting pains on this side, because I have been experiencing some breast growth over the first 3 months or so, and it was something that was, like, you know, this might be a little bit TMI for you, but as it started out, like, my nipple area started, like, getting rounder, and then eventually started raising a little bit, and, like, the skin, the areola, I guess it would be called, kind of got a little darker, and it just started getting bigger in its circle. And then eventually, I did start to feel, like, this little knot right behind each of my nipples, and basically what that is, like, the breast tissue is starting to grow, and it's, like, starting to bud, or whatever, I guess people kind of call it. And from there, it started getting bigger and bigger, and my chest started pushing out a little bit more. And then I can start feeling like fat tissue kind of being redistributed here as well. So my breasts are slowly growing in. It's not like I have much of anything at all right now. Probably maybe like an A cup, or like a little under an A cup. I'm not exactly sure, but it's enough that I feel it and I notice it, and like it's more solid here all throughout, because just you can feel the breast tissue. So that's one of the major changes that I've experienced, and I am glad that they doubled my hormones, because now I can maybe hopefully get more changes and more growth, because that is one of the things that I do really want, is I want to feel more comfortable, and I want to feel like, you know, more like a woman, because that's how I identify and that's how I feel. So that's what I've experienced chest-wise so far. I've also, like I said, a lot of it was like being tired a lot. That was about the first, like, it's gone down a little bit, and a lot of the things I've kind of, like, my body's adjusted to and got used to. But I would say for, like, the first month and a half, I was, like, more tired than I've ever been in my life. And that's when I felt a lot of these different things. And I kind of feel like my body's, like, adjusted and got used to that a little bit. So now that tomorrow will be my first dosage on the double dosage, I expect that I'm going to be, like, back into that again. I mean, maybe my body will be used to it again, since I've, like, been on estrogen for 3 months now, and I've been blocking my testosterone for 3 months, but it's doubling now, so I'm thinking maybe, like, I'm going to experience that, like, first month or 2 or whatever of, like, being tired and exhausted. I also, like, started getting a lot of, like, food cravings, like salty things, kind of. One of the weird things for me is, like, green olives. I like really started like craving green olives. So like some nights I won't even like eat. I can just like drink my coffee in the morning and get by at work, drink my other coffee, and then like when I get home I can just like snack on green olives all night, and it just what my body wants sometimes, and so sometimes that's what I do. There has been like some skin changes a little bit too. Like some of my face started like clearing up a little bit more, and I've noticed like skin in certain areas getting like softer. There are things with like my privates, you know, where like the skin is softer there too. I haven't really felt any lack of erection or anything like that. Just to get that right out of the way, like it still works and it still does its thing. Maybe there was like a week where I just like couldn't, but that might have been like more mental than physical. I'm not really like in relationships right now anyway, because I want to like feel totally comfortable and totally happy, and then be able to go out and project and bring other people into my lives. But ultimately, like I'd say, I have like some like body hair growth that has like slowed down a little bit, and unfortunately the face doesn't really stop. So I do advise you, if you're looking to start, or if you're just started, and I still have to do it myself, but definitely look into electrolysis as soon as possible, because unfortunately, like the hormones do a lot of changes to your body and even your body hair, but like the face, the follicles in the face, they never start slowing down. So if you grow like a heavy beard, like I had to shave once a day, sometimes twice a day. It all depends on what I'm doing and how it kind of grew in. But yeah, so that's where it's at. Definitely recommend electrolysis. Another thing is like, one of the things I'm like dysphoric about a little bit is the chest hair growth, because like I don't want hairy boobs. I'm just saying it right now. I don't. So definitely when I start electrolysis, I'm gonna get the face, the neck, and the chest, because those are like my huge major concerns. Everything else I'm happy with shaving. It grows really slow anyway, so I'm not fretting about that whatsoever. But I do recommend definitely looking into electrolysis. I know it's going to be super expensive, and you typically have to do like 8 visits, because you have to go once every 2 months when the hair is growing out, and they kind of like burn the follicles or whatever. I don't know, but I need to do that, and I recommend you doing it as well if you're planning on starting your transition into womanhood. Or even if you just don't want to have to shave anymore. I mean, you know, who wants to shave? It's freaking annoying, and it's super expensive. Razors cost more than they need to. Though, Dollar Shave Club, just saying, if you need a sponsor, I'm your girl. Either way, these are some of the things that I've experienced, and a lot of it's like little things, but mainly it's just like the confidence and the way that you feel about yourself. Whether that's like a placebo effect or not, I don't know, but I'm just really positive, and I'm really happy all the time now. Sometimes, like, I can walk by the mirror, and I'd hate to sound conceited or vain or anything like that, but sometimes, like, I don't see him in the mirror anymore. I only see her. And when I see that, I can just like look in the mirror and smile and like radiate happiness just through myself. And that's like one of the reasons why I know that this is something that I did need to do, and something that's ultimately really positive for me, is that I can like generate my own happiness just through being myself, through allowing myself to express who I am and who I feel. Ultimately, like I said, I've been on hormones for 3 months now, but I have been working at my new job since August, so that's about 5 months or so, where I was going there presenting fully as a woman. I've only ever worked there as a woman, but then I'd come home and I'd either be androgynous or a boy and things like that. But for the last like month and a half, 2 months, I have been 100% full-time, and I love it and I embrace it, and I love going out and shopping, getting new things, hanging out with friends when they have the free time to hang out with me, that is. But I'm like finding myself just so much happier and kind of embracing it all and taking it step by step. And I'm just like really positive that things are going to keep changing. They're going to keep growing. They're going to keep developing. And I have a lot of faith right now that things are going to work out and they're going to keep getting better. So I'm really generally happy just about like the hope that things are going to just keep getting better. And you just got to keep believing in yourself. Push yourself to try new things. Only if they're safe, that is. But get out there, experience new things. That's kind of what I've been doing a lot, is I want to embrace my womanhood. You know, I went out and I got my nails done. And I loved it because it's great, and I get a lot of compliments on my nails. I still need to cut my hair because, like, it's been so long since I got my hair cut. So, like, the ends are definitely dead. Either way, even with the hair, like, I don't know if it grows any faster. My hair already was long before I started transitioning. But maybe it's like a little smoother. I've kind of been lucky in the hair department where my hair is really thick, but I kind of have noticed like maybe it like shines a little bit more now. Like it's a little like silkier or smoother now than what it was before I started. So that's definitely a positive, definitely, because it's supposed to do that to your hair. And like I said, your body hair is supposed to slow down a little bit, and I've definitely noticed that, but your face won't. I'm kind of like rambling on a little bit at this point, but like these are some of the updates. And like I said, I'm super happy and positive with everything that I've experienced so far. And if you have any questions or concerns or any advice even, feel free to comment them in the comment section below. And I do want to say that next year, starting 2019, I do want to do more of these types of videos where I let you guys know like how my transition is going, update you, probably not every month, because honestly, like there's not a super amount of changes. So like once there is, I'll let you know a few more. I don't want to like overbear you with too much of my trans topic, because I do know that I have a lot of people who view my channel who also maybe aren't viewing it for this. Like I said, mostly, and I built my channel on my comic book dramatic readings and my comic book hauls and reviews. So I do want to get like back to my roots a little bit more now that like my body's adjusted a little bit and I found like the free time to kind of do this. So I do want to promise my longtime fans and viewers that I will be getting back to some of that comic book content, but you will be expecting some more of this like you know, transgender type topics as well, because that's like what I experience and that's what I'm going through in my life. So my YouTube channel is about sharing that all with you. I know right now I've been doing a lot of like Red Dead Redemption playing, John Marston and Arthur Morgan and all that stuff, you know, and I've been having a really great time doing that because I'm playing the game anyway, so I figure I might as well stream it. And if you watch that, thank you very much. There will be still the game content, but I'm just saying that this content will be added into my channel and my other content will be coming back, and I'm going to try to find a balance for all of it and what works. Either way, like I said, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, advice, anything like that, comment in the comment section, like and subscribe if that's what you want to do. I'm Kelly One Shot. Take care, have a great day, and goodbye!